I had to clear out of Mars Hill because I was being invaded by humans. There must be 50,000 humans from every walk of life here. So I came down the hill, and you can still barely see the Parthenon way above me, but you can see the amphitheater, and this is the back side of the amphitheater. But what I wanted to show you was all those arches, so I thought this was a perfect place to set my shot. Do you know why? In those arches back during the days of Paul, every arch portico would have a statue of some deity. And this is what I'm trying to say, is there were so many deities. Paul is just grieved, and he's waiting for Timothy to join him and Silas to join him. So while he's killing time in Athens, he's evangelizing. And so he's invited up to Mars Hill. I was just there. I had to leave the hill, not just because of people, but really the wind blew my tripod and I caught it without it falling over and breaking because it's just windy up there. And so I thought I'd come down here, a lot calmer, and tell you about the unknown God, because you might be listening in somewhere, some outer space place like another country or something. I don't know where these things go. And certainly my children and friends would have to remind themselves the unknown God is the God that we serve, and we know who that unknown God is. And Paul was trying to communicate that. The unknown God is Jesus Christ. And God sent his son for our sake, and Paul was communicating that to these Athenians, and they didn't like the part when Paul talked about the resurrection, telling them about Jesus raising from the dead. It was way too much for them, and they said, listen, Paul, this is a strange doctrine. He should have said, you think my doctrine is strange? Yours is really strange. With all these statues and invoking their powers, they can't talk, they can't walk. Maybe he did say those kind of things, but all I know is they said, we're finished with you. Come back another time, kind of like they're sloughing him off. But in the midst of all that, the beauty is about 3 or 4 guys joined them. And if you go to Acts chapter 17 and read it through, you'll see the wonderful story of how Paul communicated. In fact, it's so nice, these centuries later, there's a plaque right at Mars Hill as you go up the hill on the right side, and it's the testimony of Paul's preaching sermon to these Areopagites that he is teaching, and it's been recorded for the world to see to this day. Therefore, I leave you with this word, to pause and ponder.